Happy Thursday. How is everyone out there in the interwebs of the world? I'm Shannon with Fit for Profit coming at you with another live video. I wanted to talk a little bit today about KPIs, but before we get started, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy February. It is already 10 days in. And so I hope everybody had a great January. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what you might be doing at the beginning of February now that January's ended and you have a month's worth of results in your business. And for me, that means talking about KPIs. So January is ended. Do you know how it went? Do you know what your KPIs are for January and what you're going to track for January, for the rest of the year, maybe? So let's talk a little bit about KPIs, what they are. Like, what does KPI even stand for, right? So it stands for Key Performance Indicator. And the goal of a KPI is to help you as the business owner to spot issues in your business from a very high level. So just by looking at a set of numbers, they won't tell you what the issues are, but they can tell you that there is an issue and then you can dig into it. So there are dozens, literally, of KPIs available. If you Google KPIs for my business, you'll come up with maybe even hundreds that are possibilities. We have a software that helps us track them here, and there's 23 financial indicators or financial KPIs just in that software and just in the financial aspect of your business. So if you think about adding in marketing and labor and anything else that you might think about, I'm guessing you can double that 23 pretty easily. So the most important part probably is to figure out what are your goals in your business and what KPIs make sense for you to track to work towards those goals. And there's really two different kinds of KPIs that I wanted to talk about as well. They're called predictive or lagging KPIs. So predictive are usually more important when you're in a high growth stage of your business and you're really looking at how many leads are you getting, what's your conversion rate, maybe retention, although that's more of a lagging KPI. But those predictive things. So if you know how many leads you're getting and you know what your conversion rate is, then you can look and see like how many new clients are you going to get in the next month. So it's predicting the future. That's what it means by predictive. And then lagging, those are going to be more important if your goal is for stability or increasing your profitability. So you've made it to break even and now you want to continue growing, but you also want to make sure that you're as profitable as possible. So those are going to be things like your monthly recurring revenue, your average revenue per client per month, the length of engagement of a client, because that can give you like, what's a client worth? How much do you want to spend on marketing to get that client? Maybe your labor productivity rate, how much every dollar that you're putting into labor, how much revenue is that generating in your business? So there's lots and lots of KPIs. And what I wanted to just tell you today is it's important to pick those 3 to 5 and start tracking them. And you can start tracking these at any point throughout the year. There's absolutely no reason to say, oh, it's April when you happen to be watching this and I can't start it now. The data from April to May is just as good as it is from like November to January, right? You do have to have a set of data, so more than 1 month, because we're looking for trends. Like it's really hard to say, oh, my conversion rate is, 80% if that was 1 month. That might have been just a really amazing month. If the next month is 20%, then we have an issue 1 month or the other. And we want to know what happened. So you are looking for trends. You need a couple months, but it doesn't have to be January, February, March. Whenever it is, start. And then the really cool thing is once you have 12 months of data, you can start to look at, okay, well, what was last May compared to this May? And are there seasonal things that might be affecting my business? And what can you do to change it? So KPIs are just a really good thing to start tracking. And like I said, to know what goals you have and what KPIs are going to matter to get you to those goals. So I'm curious today, what are the 1 to 2 KPIs that you are focused on right now in your business? So those KPIs could change over time as well, based on your goals. Your goals are going to change, right? Most of the time, once you start tracking something, it's pretty easy and a good idea to continue tracking it. You never know when you might want that again. But I would also limit that to a few. You don't want to have so many KPIs that you're tracking that it becomes overwhelming rather than helpful. But like I said, you can have maybe 10, but I'm curious, like, what are the 1 to 2 that you are so focused on right now? And just share those with the community. It's always just kind of good to get other ideas of what might be available for you. And like I said, I did mention we have a software that helps us track financial and other non-financial KPIs as well. So if you're interested in that, feel free to DM me and we can hop on a call and show you what that software looks like. So let us know, what are you tracking, and we will be back next Thursday. The times are kind of off. I'm kind of trying to figure out what my Thursdays look like right now. I've had some changes going on, so thank you for being flexible with me and watching this on a replay if you're watching it on a replay. And we will be back next week at some point. Take care, everybody.